moving and opening. Some big rotations, bending in the knees. And then let's come into our lateral breath, inhaling into the nose and exhaling out mouth. And begin to move the arms, moving those shoulders. And now let's rotate the other way. Rolling the shoulders in the opposite direction. And bending in the knees, rotate the head. One way and the other way. And just bringing it up, pulling it back. Exhale. Inhale, bring it forwards. Exhale, draw it back. Looking into the elbows. Now that we're twisting, we're not necessarily needing to point those hips forwards. Just opening up the shoulders. Now let's go with a little deeper twist. Scooping back. Turn up the heel of the opposite side. As if you're trying to grab something onto a seat behind you. Lifting up and through the body. Last one. And reach it up. Bending in the knees. Exhale. Toes facing forwards here. We're kind of in a narrow squat. I'm lifting my toes. Bringing my weight to my heels. Inhale, up. Exhale, release. Feel that nice big stretch at the top now. A little back bend. Pushing the hips forwards. Then exhale, take it down. Up. Little reach back. And release. Do one more. And release. Good. Okay. Coming into our squats. Feet a little bit wider than the hip, toes pointing out. Inhale, extend those arms. And exhale, coming onto the toes. Inhale, palms down. Exhale, push back. Keep moving through. Exhale, squat down. Palms will face down. Inhale as you come up, palms face forwards, pulling those shoulders back. Do 3 more of those. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you pull up. And release. Just open out the hip. Lift, release. Open out the shoulders as well. Circling around. Working a little bit into this core balance. Begin to draw the navel deep into the spine. Connecting, activating those core muscles. Bringing the weight over onto the right foot. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale for that tiny tap. Lift up if you can now into the chest as well. Into those cactus arms. We're going to hold this one up and take tiny circles. Circle the other way. Release. Open out on the diagonal. Tap. Extend. Tap. Three. 2. 1. Well done. Stay there on that balance. Give those legs a little shake. And let's take a rotation. Stretching out those glute muscles. You should have felt that in your standing leg as well. Okay, let's move now to the other side. Inhale. Bring it up. And a little lift. And tap. Now lift it up and take a little circle. And then circle the other way. Good. Hold it out on that diagonal. Tap, inhale. Exhale, push it away. Three, two, and one. Release. Give that a good shake. Bend the knees, come into the rotation. And the other way. Okay, let's get nice and wide. Turn out those toes and those knees. Reach up, release. So if coming up on a double heel lift, it's a bit tricky balance-wise, then instead what you could do is alternate heel raise. But really squeeze and lift. You see I'm taking that tiny little pause at the top before I exhale to release down. Palms face forwards. Working into our calf muscles, ankle joint strength. Reach now all the way up to the top. Pulse. Three, two, one. Go a bit lower. Hinge in the hip. Turning into a sumo squat. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. So I'm not going to lengthen in my legs at all. I'm going to keep the contraction. And I'm hinging in my hip to move over. Keep squeezing those adductor muscles, working inside the thighs. Really feeling it now, burning a little bit into the quadriceps. Breathe nice and deeply. Toning these muscles, strengthening. Let's do two more. And release. Good. Let's curl it up a little bit. Open and stretch, open the quads. And lift in those hip rotations. Okay, let's bring it down. Squat to drop, squeeze, and release. How did you do? Okay, coming into cross legs. If you find cross legs tricky, sit on a couple of cushions, something like that, or you can always have your legs out and stretched. Let's just take that rotation here now as well. Let the shoulders go, let the head go. And let's go the other way. And then bring it up. Okay, sequence. Hip flexors. Now, as I say, if that cross leg is tricky, you could be here. Another modification, hands down. You could be here, turning, just working on lifting the heel up and down. Okay? If you've got that strength to lift and hold yourself up, then great. But work with what you have. Full version will be double in, double out. Toes stay up, and this is what's going to activate those hip flexor muscles for you. Just do three more. Two. One. Release. Good. How did that feel? There's a lot in here, but this is how we keep our pelvic and hip strength going. So it's a good one to do. Okay, let's work it now into our sides. Go into our rollbacks. So again, in the position, toes up, heels down. Exhale, and then inhale to lift. Modification, hands down to support you. Don't drop down so low. I want you to feel and squeeze in the lower belly. The back is not touching the floor. There is no contact with the ground as I come up and go down. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Couple more of these singles. Now we're going to do a little variation. Lift. Knee in towards the chest. Remember, you can have those hands down to help you. You're still going to be working in those abdominals. Okay, so add on again. We're just lowering over here. Keep the knee bent or have a kick. You can also go back to the slow rolls with the heels down. You don't have to add on these layers, these variations. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little break. Turn the knees out, bring the soles of the feet together. Nice and long in the spine. Breathe into it. Okay. Similar now, but we're going to work on the outsides. So we're going to be here, here, roll back. Again, hands could be down to help you. If you want to take it up a few notches, then you'll be here. Double, roll back, in, together. So your roll back is on that wider angle, and it is definitely harder, trust me. It's a harder one to do, that roll back, when those heels are outside of the mat. But you could do the roll back with one out as well. You can experiment here. Yeah, just keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh, feeling that in my hip flexors now, are you? Nice and long in the spine. A last little bit in our V-sit. So we can be here on our elbows. Push with extension. It's going to feel nice now in those hips. So here in the singles, pushing away. We're keeping the foot flexed. Or you can go for double. Push, in, push, in. Off you go. Feeling it nice and deep into lower belly. If there's discomfort in the lower back, this could also be done on the floor here. Legs higher. The higher the legs, the easier it's going to be. Keep going. Remember, you've got your singles. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Let's just take a full body stretch down here. Arms over the head, point the toes. Okay, let's do some leg lift work now, guys. Stay on our backs for these ones. Okay, so one foot could be on the floor. You're going to flex down, point at the bottom, and then draw up. flex at the top, down, lead with the heel, point, lead with the big toe. Or make it harder, other foot is off the floor. Off you go. Exhale, point, inhale, bring up. Exhale, draw down with a flexion. Inhale with the extension. Make it harder still if you want to. Lift the arms off the floor. Make sure though that spine is staying nicely imprinted into the ground. Two, one, release. Hug it in and take a rock. Okay, let's do the other side. So either foot on the floor or foot is up, working foot. Exhale, lower. Inhale with a point, back up to the top. Four, three, two, and one. Well done. Hug it in, take a little rock. And we're just going to also just open out the lower back. So bring the feet on the floor in these helicopters. Take the knees from side to side. Okay, so out to the side now. So foot can be on the floor. We're going to be here. We're going to keep a point toe throughout these ones actually. Okay, or leg up. Try not to move the body so it tilts over with the leg. We get this opening into here. Off you go. Exhale, open. Inhale, up. Make it harder, arms lifted. Three, two, one. Swap sides. Exhale out. Inhale in. Release. Okay, push it away with the double now. Hands can be on the floor, they don't have to be lifted. If they're lifted, just mirror out those legs, opening the chest, opening the hips. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Little circles here. Working back into the hip joints. And rotate the other way. Good. Okay, little bit of rock and roll here. Up we go, chin in, and over we go. Back and forth, I'll move forwards a little bit. The legs may or may not touch the floor, it doesn't matter, we're just opening up the spine here. Taking these rocks. As the spine lengthens and opens, you might find you can touch the floor. Okay, this next one we're going to rock back and then come all the way up and hold, possibly lifting up through the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Good. Okay, come over here. Let's just give that spine another little rock here in our cat-cow, and then we're going to come and move onto our side, doing our leg lifts, but on our side setup. Good, and release. Okay, so coming onto your side, I'm going to be here. I'm going to go to these leg lifts, inhaling up, and exhale, release it down. 3, 2, 1, hold it up and circle. And circle the other way. Hold it out and draw it in. Two, 1. Release. Let's work that bottom leg now. Toe pointed, leg lift up, squeeze and lift. Hold it up and take a circle. And let's circle the other way. Okay, in for the tap and then extend. Four, 3, 2, 1. Release. Okay, other side, off we go. Inhale to squeeze and lift. Squeeze and hold it up and take some circles. Circle the other way. Bring it in. Release. Lovely. Okay, bottom leg lift. Inhale to lift, exhale to tap down. Squeeze and lift it up, circle round. And the other way. In and release. Four, 3, 1. Release. Well done. Okay, let's go back to that cat-cow. Moving into our stretch work now. Roll it back. Open up the shoulders. Open up the spine. Release. Roll up. Little walking dog. Really stretch open those calf muscles. You've done quite a lot of work today. And then let's just drop it down. Nice full shell stretch, but activate the arms in the shell stretch, reaching them forwards. And come up. Reach up. Release. Inhale, reach up. Release. One more each side. And then let's roll it back up. Walking the hands towards the feet, drop it over in your hamstring stretch. And then just bend those knees, slow on curl, bring your head up last. Let's lift that leg up, bringing the heel towards the bottom. This stretch is a bit tricky. I'm a bit shaky this morning as well. Just hold on to something so that you can get a good hip flexor stretch. Again, we've been working in there quite deeply today. And then give it a shake and a release. And then let's do the other side. Might come off my mat for this one. Good. And exhale, just release and shake that out. Let's come down nice and low. Drop it down, open up the back. Inhale, full body stretch up here to the top. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then just cat-cow, open here again where we were at the start. Opening and closing up the chest. And then bring the hands behind you, bending the knees. And then just take a little rock from side to side. Putting the head from side to side, just going to open up the neck a little bit as well, guys. And then last little bit, reach up. Fill all the way up to the top. And exhale, give yourselves a clap, well done. I hope you enjoyed that today. And